Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. My name is Claudia Gallo and today I'll be taking you through a Vinyasa Flow focused on the internal rotation of the hips. So let's start sitting down on our knees. You can take 1 or 2 blocks and this will create more space in your lower back and also in the back of your knees in case sitting on your knees pinches your knee or anything, then you can bring the blocks under your hips. Okay, point your toes so you're pressing more the back of the feet on the floor and bring your knees together. Rest your hands on your thighs. Roll the shoulders up and back a couple of times. And then with a deep breath in, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through the head. And with an exhale, keep your spine nice and long, but relax your shoulders, relax your belly, relax your face. And bring your awareness into your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Taking a moment to bring ourselves into this present moment. So that we are fully present in our practice. Let the breath anchor you into this moment, into the present. Now bring your hands to your chest. And as you inhale, deepen the breath into the chest, filling up all your lungs. And then exhale all the breath out, maintaining the spine and the head reaching up. Feel the opening of your chest in your hands. And the release as well. And on your next inhalation, try to fill up all your lungs as much as you can, all the way up to the top. And then hold it at the top for 3, 2, and 1, and slowly let the breath come out. All the breath out. You can use your belly, draw it in to release all the breath out. And again, inhale deep breath into the heart. Try to fill up the front and the back of the chest all the way up to the top and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Slow release all the way out. And one more time, inhale all the way, filling up your whole chest, front, back, bottom, top of the chest. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1. This time open the mouth and let it all go. Release the hands to your thighs. And find the rhythm of your breath that you'll keep continuous throughout the practice. Open up your eyes. Lift the hips up. Remove the blocks. You can put them to the front. And bring the hands down, knees under your hips, and start moving in your cat and cow. Rounding and curving your back. Releasing any tension from the spine. And preparing your body to move. Sinking the movement with your breath. As you inhale, you're opening the chest, lifting the hips up. And as you're exhaling, you're dropping the hips down, rounding the upper back even more. Inhale, stretching all the front of the body. Exhaling, crunching all the front of the body. Take a couple more. And come back to center. Ground from the left hand. Take your right arm all the way up. And as you exhale, all the way down. Brushing the floor with the fingertips. Inhale, open the right side of the chest. Reach the right arm up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale all the way up. And as you exhale this time, thread the needle with the palm facing up all the way over to the left. Bring the right ear down. Okay. Left hip slightly back so the hips stay in line. And then you can lift the left arm up. Maybe bend the elbow and catch the lower back or the right side of the hip or thigh. As you exhale, twisting a little bit more from the upper back. Lift the arm back up. Press yourself back into all fours. Take a cat and cow. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round your back. And come back to neutral. Ground from the right hand. Lift the left arm all the way up. Exhale down. Brushing the fingers. Inhale, twisting, open the left side of the body. Up, up, up. Exhale down. One more time, all the way up. And exhale, palm faces up all the way to the right side. Drop the left ear down. Right hip slightly back if it went forward, and lift the right arm up. Bending the elbow, maybe catching the lower back or the left hip or thigh. And as you exhale, turn the ribs, open the right shoulder a little bit more. Lift the right arm up and come back into all fours. Keeping the knees and the hips in line, start to walk your hands forward. Big step forward with the arms all the way, all the way. Then ground the palms down. Point your toes so you're stabilized through the front of the shins, and then curve your lower back, lifting the tailbone up. And then bring your chest and the forehead down to the floor. Keep grounding through the hands, keeping the arms straight. And forehead rests and the chest drops towards the floor. And imagine someone pulling you back from the hips, but your chest wants to go forward. Palms continue to press. Breathing in and out through the heart. Look forward, ground the hands, press the elbows down, interlace the fingers, shoulders right under the elbows right under the shoulders, and then extend the legs behind you and come into a forearm plank. Legs strong, drop the hips more in line with the chest and send the chin and the collarbone forward. Ground and activate your belly. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the belly down on the floor. Come into a Sphinx Pose. Ground through the forearms and pull the floor in towards you to open the chest. Ground through the top of the feet. Feet can be open as wide as the hips or a little wider. Then your left hand is going to point to the right. Bend the right leg and catch it with your right arm. Either the foot or the ankle, and bring the foot in towards you. Try to keep the hip bones on the floor, but you can open up the right shoulder. And you're grounding from the left forearm, elbow, but lifting the chest up and turning it open to the right. One more breath. And let go of the legs, switch sides. Right hand faces the left, bend the left leg, and catch the ankle or the foot. And you're bringing the foot in towards you, trying to keep both hip bones on the floor, and you're opening up from the left side of the chest. Notice if you're sinking on the right shoulder, try to pull up. Bringing the foot in. 2 more breaths, deeply in and fully out. Our guest today. Okay. Let's open up the arms a little bit wider than the mat. You're going to turn the fingers out so the thumb is the one facing the front. Ground the feet and lift the chest up. And then exhale, lower it down. Again, inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, lower down. One more time, press the top of the feet down, lift the chest, open up, exhale down. Press the palms down and come to a closed knee child's pose. So close your legs together and extend the arms forward. You can rest the forehead on the floor, or if you have a block, you can rest the forehead on a block. Just let the hips sink back, let the sides of the waist reach forward, arms reach forward. Palms press down, so it's more of an active child's pose. Lift the head up, ground the hands, and start to lift up into a downward dog. Curl the toes, lift the hips up. Walk your feet in if needed, or bend the knees. And start bending one knee and the other, lifting the heel up as one goes down, lifting the other up as the other goes down. Walking your ankles. Continue to breathe that same breath you found at the beginning of the class. And then lift both heels all the way up. Pull the sit bones up even higher. And then drop them down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift the heels up. Lift the sit bones up, 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 up. And bring the heels down. Last one, up. Sit bones up even higher. Press the floor. And down. And walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees as much as you need to in order to have a comfortable forward fold. Feet are parallel. Then take hold of opposite elbows. Pull the arms down. Relax the chest. Relax the head heavy. You can swing a little bit from side to side, the upper body. Ground the feet, bring the hands right under your knees and lift the chest up, extending the arms, shoulders down the back of the neck long. Lift the hands up to your knees a little bit more, activating the back muscles, hips back, chest forward. And bring the hands to your hips and lift all the way up. And walk all the way to the top of the mat. Bring the legs together, hands together. Inhale, take a deep breath around and up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift the chest up halfway up. Exhale, step back into a plank. We'll do an 8-pointed Chaturanga, so knees down. Curve your back, so tailbone up, look ahead. Send the chest forward, keeping the hips up. Elbows into the body, chin down. Then slide the chest forward, point the toes, take a little cobra, keep the elbows bent, squeeze the shoulders back. Exhale, lift up to the knees and up into downward dog for 3 deep breaths. Look forward, bend the knees, and make your way back to the top of the mat. Hands to shins, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, relax the head. Inhale, arms around and all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, step back into plank. Knees, chest, chin down. Slide the heart through. Lift up into a cobra or upward dog. And exhale onto your knees and 3 full centering breaths in your downward dog. Ground from all 4 corners of your hands, from all the fingertips. Look forward, bend the knees, and make your way back to the top of the mat. Legs together, hands to shins, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, relax the head. Inhale, arms around and all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift the heart up halfway. Exhale, step back into a plank. This time, we go only halfway down into our plank. Okay, so Chaturanga here, halfway down. Firm the elbows into the body. Draw the lower belly in. Turn the feet so the top of the feet are down and lift the chest up. Keep the thighs off the floor. Squeeze the shoulders and lift up. Turn the toes and back into downward dog. 2 more breaths. Notice the weight on your feet. See if you can balance that out. Look forward, bend the knees, and make your way back to the top. Hands to shins, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, relax the head. Inhale, arms around and all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll come into a chair pose. Legs together, squeeze, and arms up. Tailbone heavy, sit back a little bit more. Lift the chest up a little higher. Squeeze the legs, the inner thighs in towards each other. Sit down a little bit lower. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift the heart up. As you exhale, step the left leg all the way back. Drop the knee to the floor. Bring your fingertips down and extend the right leg. Drawing the hips back, lifting the right toes. Walk the hands back a little bit more and send the chest forward. One more big breath. Now keep the hips and the leg as it is. You're going to turn the upper body over to the right side. So take the left hand also outside of the right leg and walk the hands to the edge of the mat as you turn the chest to face the right side. Okay, hips stay the same. Notice if you took them too much to the left, level them back to middle. And you might feel the outer hip getting a stretch, the IT band. Come back to center, bend the front knee. You're going to walk the right foot a little heel toe out to the right, then lift the back knee up and turn the back heel down on the floor with the toes slightly more 45 degrees. Ground through that back foot. Back leg strong, bend a little deeper from the front, and then lift the arms up, trying to keep the chest facing more the front. Okay, so you're in a warrior 1 here. Grounding the back leg and turning the hips and the chest forward a little bit without pushing them to turn, simply the action of turning to the front. Now drop the arms towards the floor, fingertips touch the floor, and as you inhale, lift up. Again, exhale down. Inhale back up. Keep the legs the same. Back leg strong, bending the front leg. One more time. Down. And inhale up. Good. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Squeeze the shoulders. And as you exhale, bring the right shoulder to the right knee and fold to the inside of the legs. Legs stay the same. Notice if the right hip went out to the right, try to draw it into the midline. Relax the head. Lift the knuckles up. And then release the arms. Keep the left hand in the floor. Turn the back heel up so your hips are facing the front again, and the right arm reaches up, twisting the upper body. Right arm goes back, down, and step back to take your vinyasa. Chaturanga, halfway down, lifting up into upward dog, thighs off the floor, hips off the floor. Exhale, turn to downward dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. From here, keeping the hips in line, lift the right leg up and back. Try not to lift it too much because then the right hip is going to start to turn open. So keep turning the leg in so the toes are facing in and the heel is pointing up. Up a little bit more, then bend the knee into the chest, round your back, and step the leg in between your hands. Step the other leg together, hands to shins, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, release the head. Inhale, arms back and up into chair pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Fold over the legs. Inhale, deep breath, halfway up. Exhale, now the right leg all the way back. Drop the knee to the floor and pull the hips back to extend the front leg. Toes up. Chest forward, shoulders down the back. Few deep breaths. Now keep the hips and the legs as they are. You might be bending the front knee a little bit. Take your right hand outside of the left leg and walk them to the midline into the outer edge of the mat. Okay? Turning the chest over to the left side. It can be on your fingertips or hands. Maybe you have a block. Broaden through the collarbone if possible. Good, then turn the hands back to the front, bend the front knee. Walk the foot out, one heel toe out to the left. Lift the back knee up and turn the back heel down. Keep the toes about 45 degrees in. Ground through the back foot. Keep bending the front knee and lift the arms up. We'll keep the arms open for now. Relax the shoulders. Ground even more from the back leg and bend a little deeper. And a slight turn of the hips and chest forward. Using the breath to move the upper body. Exhale, sweep the arms down, touch the floor. Inhale, lift them back up. Keep the legs stable and strong. Exhale, down. Inhale, back up. One more time, arms down. Inhale, lift the heart up. Good. Interlace the fingers behind you. Squeeze the shoulders and fold to the front leg. Bring in the left shoulder, the head down. Notice your left hip. If it's going out, suck it into the midline. And release the arms to the floor. Turn the back heel up, turning the back leg in. Keep the right hand down and lift the left arm up. Opening the chest. Circle the arm back, down, and take your vinyasa. And you can flow however you like to flow. If you want, you can do cobra or upward dog, your choice. From downward dog, take one full breath. And take your left leg up and back. Keep the hip rolling slightly in. Heel lifts up by squeezing the left glute a little bit. Then bend the knee into the chest, round the back, look ahead, and step the leg through. Step the other leg together, hands to shins, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, relax the head. Arms back to chair pose. Hands together and then stand up, hands to heart. Center back. And we'll do that little flow one more time, a little bit faster, okay? Trying to sync more the breath and the movement together. Come into chair. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, step back. With your left leg back, drop the knee down, extend the front leg, move the hands, lift the toes up. Walk the left hand outside of your right leg, send the chest out to the right, take a breath. And as you exhale, walk the hands back to the front. Walk the foot out to the right, lift the back knee, drop the back heel down. Warrior one. Ground through the back foot, bend a little deeper. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, rise up. Two more. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. One more time, down and up. Drop the arms down, turn the back heel up and lift the right arm up. Exhale, arm back, down and take your flow. Step back, Chaturanga, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Take your right leg up and back. Bend the knee, hold it to your chest and step it through. Step the other leg together. Hands to shins, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, release the head. Bend the knees, come back into chair pose. And let's go right away to the other side. Fold forward and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step the right leg all the way back. Drop the knee to the floor and extend the front leg. Walk the hands back, take a breath. As you exhale, twist the body to the left side, walking the hands outside of the left leg. And then walk the hands back to the front, bend the knee, walk the foot out to the left, lift the back knee, ground the back heel, lift the arms, warrior one. Turn the ribs, the chest a bit more to the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Fold. And reach up the torso, arms up, lengthen. One more time, down. And back up. Bring the hands down to the floor, back heel up. Ground the right arm, twist and turn with the left. Left arm back, down. Take your vinyasa. In downward dog, take your left leg up and back. Bend the knee to the chest, round your back, step the leg through, look ahead, step the other leg. Lift the chest parallel to the floor as you inhale, exhale, fold. Bend the knees and back to chair pose. Legs squeeze, palms together, and stand up, palms to heart. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's come into a chair pose. Sit back, lift the arms up, and fold over the legs. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, step or hop back. Take your vinyasa, or if you feel like you can stay in downward dog. You can always skip vinyasas if you want to, or throw in more vinyasas if you want to. Now take your right leg up and back. Exhale, cross the leg to tap the left arm, lean forward and take it back up. Exhale, cross again, tap the left arm and back up. Last one, crunch it up, lean forward even more and back up. Step the leg in between your hands, ground the back foot and lift the arms up. Pause here, bring your arms to the front. And take your right arm on top, left arm under, and cross your elbows, your forearms, and your palms. So palms come together, or maybe just back up the arms together. And round your upper back, bringing the elbows in, and as you inhale, open it up, lifting the elbows. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Keep back foot strong, bending the front leg. One more time, round. And lift back up. Good, come back to center. Now turn the back heel up, face the hips to the front, and lean forward. Ground even more from your right foot. And you're gonna lift the back leg into your chest and cross it on top of your right leg. Squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the knees together, and then send the foot either next to your calf or wrap the foot around your calf. Look down or forward to a point that will keep you balanced, and lift the arms up as you sit down a little bit lower. Find the midline, everything squeezes into center. Soften the back of the shoulders, lift the arms up a little higher. Right, we'll stand up into a standing split, so ground even more from the right foot. Release the arms, start to release the left leg, and send the left leg up as you bring the hands down. Now turn the back leg inwards, and maybe you stay here with your hands on the block, or maybe you walk your hands back. Try to keep your left hip closed in, okay? So leg rolls in a little bit. Walking the chest, the forehead a little closer to the right shin. Good. Step the left leg all the way back. So bend the right knee, send the chest forward, and left leg all the way back. Drop the knee to the floor. Walk the arms to the inside. Walk the foot to the outside. Keep the right knee to the right arm. And step the left leg back a little bit more. Drop the hips, pull the chest up. You can stay here or hands to block. 2 deep breaths. Good. Either stay with the block to the left side, so your hand is on the left and you'll have more space in your upper body, so I recommend you do that. And then throw your right arm back, bend the left leg and catch your foot or your ankle. And you're opening up the right shoulder, pulling the left leg in towards you. Notice if you're sinking on the left shoulder, try to lift off from it, even though the hand is pressing firmly down. Good, and let go of the leg. Bring the arm to the inside. You can move the block aside. Lift the back leg, step back into a plank, and take your vinyasa. Your choice of vinyasa. We're back in a downward dog. Go ahead and take a full breath in through the nose, out the mouth, hug the belly in to lift the hips up higher as you exhale. And then take your left leg all the way up. As you exhale, twist it out, bring the knee to the right arm, lean forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, cross it out, tap the right arm, lean forward. One more time, up. And exhale, cross, tap the right arm, and back up. As you exhale, step the leg to the front, ground the back heel, lift the arms up for warrior 1. Bring the arms to the front, and this time take the left arm on top, right arm under. So go ahead and give yourself a big hug. You're doing good. And then cross the forearms. Palms can go together or back of the hands, and lift. And we're doing like a cat and cow here, rounding the back, elbows into the belly. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round, try to keep the left hip in. One more time, up and round. Come back to center. Turn the back heel up so your right hip faces forward even more. Ground through the left foot, keep the left knee bent, lean forward, make your right leg light, and then wrap it on top of the left leg all the way up. Sit down, squeeze the legs, and you can put the foot outside of the calf or wrap the foot around. Sit down a little lower, level your hips, and lift the arms up. Away from you, so you stretch all the back of the shoulders. Sit down a little lower, lower belly in for balance, and look ahead for a point. And breathe. Sit back, lift the arms up, one more breath. Then we free up our eagle, sending the right leg all the way back and up into a standing split. Close the right hip, it tends to open up. You can stay on your blocks or you can walk your hands more in line with your foot. Maybe even play with one hand behind the calf. And keep the back leg active. Toes are active, pointing down. And we step back with control. As we bend the left knee, you send the chest forward, right leg back. Land slowly. Drop the knee down, bring the arms to the inside of the leg, walk the foot out to the left side, and right knee slightly back. So you drop the hips down even more, and stay here for about 3 breaths. You can use a block. Try to keep the left knee in, closer to the arm. Soften the shoulders, lift the chest, relax the jaw. 2 more breaths. Now bring the block to the right side if you have a block. Right hand on top. Bend the right leg and catch it with your left hand. And you're turning more from the upper body, ribs, chest. Bringing the foot in towards you. Okay, let it go. Walk the hands to the inside, move the blocks aside. And go ahead and take one more flow. Good. From downward dog, take a full breath in, full breath out. Drop the knees to the floor. Bring the toes to touch and sit back in a child's pose. Lift the chest up. And we're going to come to a seated position. If you need a little bit more space in your spine, I recommend you sit for this one on a block. And bring your left foot next to the right hip and your right foot next to the left hip. We're going to try to cross the legs and squeeze the inner thighs and bring one knee on top of the other. Okay, if this for any reason is not very comfortable, you can either extend the bottom leg and do half Gomukasana here, or you can do this top leg more like a figure 4. Okay, so your choice there. And then the right arm is going to go up. Bend the elbow and try to bring the bicep as close to the right ear as possible. Then bring the left hand to the elbow and gently pull it down so the hand slides down the spine. And we'll be here only. Draw the lower belly in, lift the chest, and lift the head up. Good, a few breaths. Then lean out to the left side, stretching the right side of the body, pull the head back. And come back to center. Bring the arms down and send the chest forward. Try to keep the the sit bones down on the block or the floor. And you can bring the elbows down. Relax the chest towards the front leg. Relax the head down. We'll take about 5 deep breaths here. Deepening slightly the inhales, making the exhales longer, starting to cool down the body. Come back up. Walk the hands behind you with the fingers pointing to the front. And unwrap the legs, ground the feet about hip distance apart, and lift the hips up. Try to keep the knees facing to the front, inner thighs towards each other. Lift the hips up higher than the knees if possible. Spread the breath through the chest and look up to the ceiling or sky. You can squeeze the glutes a little bit, lift the hips up higher. And then drop the hips back down. Now bring your right foot next to the left hip. Bring your left foot next to the right hip, wrapping around the inner thighs as tight as possible, as if one leg is pulling one side, one the other side. Okay, and any variation, if you feel any pinching of the knee in any pose, you can either extend the bottom leg or do more of a figure 4 with the top leg. Okay. Once you're stable, take your left arm up. Keep the bicep very close to the left ear. Bend the elbow. And take your right hand to the left elbow. And gently press it in towards the middle of the head. And let the arm and the left hand fall down the back. Now draw the lower belly in, the ribs slightly in, and pull the head up. Keep pressing down with the right hand, lifting the head. Maintain a continuous breath. And lean out to the right side a little bit, keeping both hips down. And come back to center. Release the arms, walk the hands forward. You can either stay here on your fingertips or go lower. You have about 5 breaths. Come back up. Walk the hands behind you. Uncross your legs. And let's do that reverse tabletop again. Lift the hips up. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the chest. Broaden up the collarbone and look up. And slowly down. Okay. Release the block if you have it. Bring the arms behind you. Just shake the legs from side to side. Bend the knees, open them as wide as your mat, and drop the knees from one side to the other. So here, one leg is internally rotating as the other is externally rotating. Switching sides, they switch sides. One externally rotates, this one internally rotates. Okay, so for some people it's easier one or the other. For some people feels more flexible, let's say, or more open to externally rotate from the hip. And for some people, it feels easier to internally rotate. For some, it feels kind of well balanced. So just notice as you move from one side to the other, what comes easier for you, let's say. Do you even notice a difference? Or is it quite similar? Okay, come back to center. Extend the legs. Okay, so you might need the block in this one as well. We'll do one leg at a time here. We're going to bend the right leg and bring the shin on the floor here. So this right leg is going to internally rotate. Now, if this is any problem for the knee, you might need to sit on something. Okay. That'll be good. And you want to try to keep the knee slightly more in. But if it naturally opens up, you can also let it open up. And you're going to start to walk your hands back, curl the tailbone under, and pause here. This might be as far as you go, okay? Or even up here. Maybe you just sit here. You can always bend the left knee a little bit if needed. All right? If not, then go back. Some of you might go down to the elbows. If you're not sitting on a block and you want to lie down all the way down, if that doesn't bother, then go ahead and do that version. I'll stay here. And you can close your eyes. You can relax here a little bit more. Do this a bit more of a yin posture. And we'll stay for about 5 breaths. Slowly start to bring the hands back to the floor if you were on the elbows, or slowly come off the floor wherever you are. Okay, you can lean out to the left side and extend the right leg. And just pause for a moment in a neutral position, either sitting or maybe you bend the knees. Just take a moment in a pause where you don't have to do anything too much. Okay, and on the next breath, we prepare for the left side. So the leg is internally rotating to bring the foot behind. And then slowly you can curl the tailbone under and start to come down. Okay, if the knee moves out to the side, it might need to move out so that it rotates more. Sometimes it's because you have the quad very tight, so it needs to compensate by opening up a little bit. But if possible, then keep it in more. You can close your eyes and breathe in and out. Feel whatever you feel. Slowly start to come back up. Lean a little bit to the right hip to release the leg. Okay, if you have any props, you can move them aside. And slowly you'll come down to lie down on your back. Take a moment to rest and be in a neutral position, lying down. Good. Bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. And then bring the knees into the chest and open them. Lift the heels up and take the sides of the calf or outer edges of your feet, trying to keep the lower back on the floor for a happy baby. And here we're opening up the hips, opening up the legs. And just can move one leg or the other. If you want, you can hook your big toe and maybe extend both legs. And then slowly come down and start to relax your whole body to rest. If there's any other pose that your body needs before this, then go ahead and take it. And we'll meet in a Shavasana. Once you're lying down, go ahead and take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out the mouth. And just let yourself completely relax from head to toes. And letting your body rebalance. You can bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Connect to the natural flow of your breath. And then slowly reawaken your body. You can take a stretch or give yourself a hug. And slowly roll over to one side. Pause on your way up. And take your time to come back into a cross-legged seat. Bring your palms together. Take a deep breath in through the nose and hold it up in the heart. Open the mouth, let it go. One more time, inhale deeply into the chest, hold it at the top. And let it all go. Press your palms together, create heat, and feel this new energy created throughout your class. Bring the palms to the eyes, open the eyes, receive. And bring the hands down. Namaste. Thank you everyone for taking this class, and I'll see you in the next video.